on YouTube? It's your fams that get this. So I'm gonna come on here and tell you about my story and what I went through my whole life. I just want my voice to be heard. And I got some notes written down that I wrote. And I'm gonna read that after I'm done telling y'all what I told. So I got anxious attachment issues, fam. You gotta understand that. I always get these scenarios in my head about bad. I always think from multiple perspectives. I always think about the good and then I always think about the bad. What could go wrong? This and that. You see, I love females. I love women because the women was created for the man. You gotta understand that. And men wasn't created to be alone. But I went through so much in my past with multiple females that they brought so much pain and so much heartache and wounds into my life. You see? So when real love do come around, when a woman want to show me real love, I don't know how to find it. I don't know that it's real love because I've been through so much. You got to understand that. You see, I've been alone. I've been a loner and I've been alone my whole life. So when people do show me the slightest bit of attention, I get attached. So when people do show me the slightest bit of attention, I try to mistake it for love. So when they do show me the slightest bit of attention, I always end up getting hurt. You got to understand that. You see, I tend to get jealous really easy. If I have a woman and I want her for myself, I don't want her doing all this and that with other men. I don't want men compliment her or looking at her or doing all this and that because I want her to all to myself. You got to understand that, fam. You see, I tend to just isolate myself a lot because I feel like no one understands me. Every time I open up to people, it's like they use it against me. And every time I open up to somebody, it's like they give me a reason or show me why I shouldn't open up to them. You got to understand. They always try to like just laugh at me or just like go away when I open up. You see, people want you to open up, but when you actually do open up, they try to flee away. They get distant. They get all this and that because you opened up and they didn't never thought you would open up. You gotta understand. And I have some notes written down, and I want to say I'm about to be like, I'm broken. I said I'm broken. You hear me? I'm tired of acting like I'm fine when every single day feels like I'm drowning inside my own mind. I wake up every morning convincing myself it'll get better, but it never does. I'm exhausted, man. I'm just tired. I hold it all in trying to be strong for everybody else, but who is strong for me? Who's there when I break? People see the calm, they see the smile, but they do not see the war going on in my chest. Every single night I try to turn everything off and cope, but I can't. You don't know how it feels losing interest in love for things you used to love because you have nobody to do them with or just don't excite you, or they just don't excite you no more. I scream in silence, I bleed in private, and I still show up like there's nothing wrong. Because if I don't, who else will? I gave everything I had to people who couldn't care less if I was okay. I said, and you wonder why I don't trust a soul anymore. I'm not cold, just numb. I learned the hard way that caring too much only gets you broken faster. I'm broken, but I still get up. Not because I'm strong, but because I don't know what else to do. That's just the part nobody understands, you see. I got so many voices in my head. I go through so much in my chest, and I want those voices to just be quiet. So when a woman do come around me, when a friend do come around me, I need to tell them what I go through. I need them to help me find a solution. I need to just uplift me. But they tend to just walk over me when I'm already down, when I'm already going through a hard time in my life. They tend to just step over me and step on me when I'm down, kick me when I'm already down. You see, my mental health is getting so bad. I'm slowly just giving up on myself. You see, my life is so private to where nobody knows when I'm having a bad mental health or breaking down. You see, the part of the spiritual journey nobody tells you about is just out of nowhere, you'll just start crying. Or you'll just start having an out-of-body experience to where you don't even want to be here no more. I get that sense of feeling. It's not to where I always tell people, I don't want to be here no more. I don't want to be here no more. I don't know how much longer I'll be here. Because I get a feeling like I woke up to the truth. I woke up to everything. That's all I want to do. I want to know the truth. I want to be honest. I want to know what it is and what it ain't. I hate lies. I hate fakeness. I hate this and that. And I tell people that all the time. It's better to be honest with me than to lie to me because I don't like liars. I hate when you lie because it's just like, why you gotta lie? Don't do it if you gotta lie. If you honest with me, it's gonna make it even better. We can go on about our way and do all this and that. You gotta understand that, bro. But it's just like, I wish God, I can see God's face. I wish he can be there right there to tell him that I'm tired of it. I'm done. I want to give up. I don't want to be here no more. That's how I feel like. That's how I feel like, fam. It's just like nothing excites me no more. Nothing in this world. You see, I got money, but I still got cuts on my sleeve. I got clothes and shoes, but I still got cuts on my sleeve. I got an apartment, but I still got cuts on my sleeves. I'm thankful and grateful for all this and that the Most High blessed me with, but I still have cuts on my sleeve. I still battle so much. You see, I'm a man at the end of the day. A man got to go out here and deal with everybody criticizing him, yelling at him, talking bad about him and doing all this and that. And then he got to come home to his wife and telling him he not doing this and that and he not enough. You see, that's why I get on the game. I run to the game because the game, it gives me unlocks, it gives me achievement, it gives me first place, it gives me this and that. Because when I'm at home and my woman telling me I'm not doing enough, when I'm at home, my friends telling me I'm not doing enough, my kids, if I have kids, telling me I'm not doing enough, the people outside in the world telling me I'm not doing enough, I show up every day because I don't know what else to do. I don't know what to do. So I just keep getting up and keep getting up. Sooner or later, something will happen. Sooner rather than later. You see, I use music. Music be my overtake. You see, I like my healing. I like everything I do raw now. I used to smoke a lot because I was running from my problems. I was running from my demons. But now I make friends with my demons. I know how to sit in silence. I know how to sit up. I cry about it. Sometimes I don't even cry no more. It's because I cried my last tears. You got to understand it. I cried my last tears. So when people do hurt me and do all this and that, try to come into my life and cause chaos, I'm just so calm. I'm calm about it because I done been through it so many times. So it's just like, I'm used to it, fam. I'm true to this. I'm not new to this. I got times where I sit in silence in my home in darkness, and I just sit at the wall. I just stare at the wall. I just stare at the ceiling. You feel me? Because I don't know what else, fam. I feel like if I do that, something will change. And nothing changed, fam. It's the same cycle over and over, fam. I go to the gym. I still take care of myself. Make sure myself is up to date. Make sure myself is the best of looking. I brush my teeth. I do everything I need to do. But I still feel and fall guilty of my past. I still fall guilty of the things I went through because it hurt me so much to where you just can't get over. You see, when somebody hurt you so much, it's easy to forgive them, but forgetting is the hard part because it's stuck in your mind. It's stuck with you, fam. What they did to you, fam. You see, and then you will try to fill it with all this and that, and it won't work. It'll have to happen over time. That's how I got over so many girls in my past. It happened over time. It's to what, like, I just had to go on with my life and it just went away all of a sudden. I don't know how. And that's how I'm feeling right now, bro. Like, it's just so much I go through. I don't talk about my problems to nobody, but I just had the courage to come on here and tell about my story and what I go through, fam. I go through so much. People discourage me. They talk about me behind my back and act like I don't see. You see, I'm gonna go in on this video. I ain't gonna lie. This might be a long video. You see, I don't want to come on here and talk about too much and say too much, but I'm gonna say this. Like, people don't think I see their patterns or see their behaviors or see all this and that when they try to talk about somebody. You see, when you come into the room, you see when you look at people and they talking, but then when you step into the room and they stop talking, you know they talking about you, fam. I always get the sense or just this gut feeling or just this spiritual feeling that somebody is talking about me. I get unseen danger. I get events before it happen. I get past events before it happen because my Heavenly Father, He revealed things to me in my dream. That's why I say I don't want to come on here and talk about too much because it'll get deep. But at the same time, people talk about me behind my back. They try to talk about my looks and do all this. And you see, when you a good looking man, you are an attractive man, and you quiet and you don't talk about the stuff you go through, and you just quiet and you listen to your music all day and you just keep to yourself and you not telling people all about your business. But they gonna hate you, bro, because they want to be all up in your business. They want to know what you got going on, your next move, and do all this and that. So they gonna hate you and talk about you behind my back. And that's what people did in my life when they came in. They'd come into my life, see my moves, see what I do, see how I live, see what clothes I wear, see what I watch, see what I eat, see how I go about my day, and they'll try to copy me and live my life. But you got to understand that they want to have my life, they want to have my glory, but they don't know my story. They want to have my life and the things I go through, but they don't want to go through the storms and the heartaches and the setbacks and the pains that I go through. They don't want to go through that fire that I went through. You got to understand, they don't want to go through that pressure that I went through, fam. I go through so much. I worked hard for this, fam, to where I'm at. No helping hand. Everybody left me for dead. When I hit rock bottom, everybody left me. When I was on top of my game and I had everything and I was popping, everybody wanted to be around me because I was beneficial. I had the stuff that they wanted. But as soon as I hit rock bottom, everybody left me. They left me out here for dead. They said they could care less about me. They said, you can figure it out on your own. And I was like, dang, it's like that. Like y'all niggas, they'll really switch out for some money, or they'll really switch out for some females or this and that. Everybody left me when I was down, fam. When I was younger, I had a dream that I wanted to go to the NFL. I knew I wanted to go to the NFL. I knew I could make it to the NFL. But every time, it'd just be stumbling blocks in my way. Every time I just keep getting knocked down. And slowly, over time, as I got older, I start losing parts of myself. I start losing myself. I start forgetting who I was. I start forgetting what was inside of me. It took so much for me to come back to the Most High. It took so much for me to come back to the Most High that I was running away from him. I was running away from him and he was still right there by my side, but I didn't know. It was inside of me the whole time, fam. You got to understand it. They didn't do nothing. You see, all those people all they did was make me run back to my father. All those People that left me, ran over me and do it all this and that, all it do is ran me back to my Father. It ran me back to the Most High, fam. And I'm glad. But at the same time, I'm just tired of this world because I see how this wicked this world is. I see how evil this world is, fam. I see how it's all about greed. It's all about people for themselves. You got to understand that. They don't care about they don't care about helping each other or giving them an encouraging word, loving their neighbor. That's what it says, love thy neighbor as thyself. You got to understand that they don't care about that no more, fam. Nothing but a kind-hearted person. Sorry my phone went off because my storage I got full, but I'm nothing but a kind and pure-hearted person. I show nothing but loyalty and love for everybody that comes into my life. I don't care about giving money or doing all this and that or getting money or receiving money. All I ask for people that comes into my life is just show me loyalty and show me love. Show me that you're gonna be down for me when I need you to be down for me. Show me that you're gonna ride for me like you say you're gonna ride for me. You gotta understand that. It's like I'm slowly giving up on my mental health. I'm slowly giving up on myself because my mental health is getting bad. My life be so private. I don't talk about myself on the internet, but I just had the courage to come on here and say it. My mental health is getting so bad. My life is so private to people don't know where my mental health is getting bad. I go in deep breakdowns. People don't talk about this in their spiritual journey. Like, you just get a sense of moments where you just break down and you just start crying out of nowhere because it's something inside of you that just breaking. It's something inside of you that just healing and you going through an out-of-body experience. You got to understand that, fam. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say, people don't love you. Sometimes people don't just love you, fam. They just know you're a good person and they need to be around you. They'll want to use you and benefit off you and benefit off your energy. They don't love you. They'll try to play their role, have a mask and play this and that. They just want to be around you because they know you're a good person. Sometimes people try to use you for attention. Sometimes a female get out of a relationship and a dude that just did her wrong and she know you a good and kind-hearted person and she'll come to you to try to get validation, to try to uplift her, to try to use you, and then she'll walk out of your life. Sometimes they'll play that role to get whatever they need out of you and then they'll just leave quick. You got to understand that, fam. But I'm slowly losing the battle in my head. I'm slowly going through so much in my head and I'm slowly losing that battle. But I still always take care of myself, love myself. I still always get up and do the things that I need to do. But it's hard. It's hard every day to get up and do the things that I need to do. And like I told you, I keep going and keep getting up. It's not because I'm strong, it's because I don't know what else to do. I don't just want to take myself out because I don't know what happened if I would take myself out. You got to understand it, fam. I still get up and do the things I need to do, take care of myself, make sure myself smell good, make sure I brush my teeth, make sure myself still looks clean. But I'm still doing that stuff and loving myself, but I'm still going through so much stuff. You got to understand it. So I just wanted to come on here and tell about my story and what I go through, fam.